Bitboy?
Yeah, so you can think of there are mostly two types of games that you can play on here. One type is Bitcoin on-chain games, so games that are inscribed natively onto the Bitcoin blockchain.
All right.
And you can find them on every single Bitcoin node and every single Bitcoin mining machine. If you run an own node, these games are all on those nodes. You can find them. So if you want to take a look, so for example, this game right here is an inscription. So
Okay.
this is completely on Bitcoin. And each
Okay.
one of these each one of these levels is an individual inscription,
Okay.
an ordinal, yes. Another style of game you can play is what we call emulator games. So there's an emulator right here, you can open it. It will bring you to basically a list of games that you can put onto the emulator and you can
Okay.
play them on this device. But so we don't give you the ROMs for the emulation. You have to download the ROMs and load them up yourself. But the emulator itself is open source and talks to our server, so we know what game you played, and we can give you token incentives for the retro games that you play.
Okay, I have a question to you. If we say that you are confirming transaction of your games on the Bitcoin block, it's all right. You
yeah.
keep talking.
Okay,
Yeah.
and yeah, so so I would say right now we're in kind of phase one. So like the assets on chain. So the games, the PFPs, the ordinals, the rewards, these are on-chain assets. But the transactions that you will interact with in the game is not on-chain yet. So we will be doing those via.
So I have a question. If you push in transaction on the big blockchain, on Bitcoin blockchain, it means that transaction fees should be pretty high. Because I've been buying some inscriptions and it costs like $150 for me to buy an inscription.
Yeah, so we're doing the on-chain aspect of Bitcoin gaming in a couple phases. So right now, I would say we're in phase one, where the assets are on-chain. So the games are inscribed on-chain. The PFPs you play with, the rewards in terms of ordinals and runes tokens, BRC20 tokens, those are on-chain assets. But the interaction you have with the game itself is not going to be recorded on-chain. Once we move into phase two, we are working on a collab game with Unisat called Inscriptions Wars. That's going to be utilizing their gaming framework.
All
so
right.
that will be utilizing kind of like programmability within the BRC20 protocol to put certain aspects of game interaction on chain.
Okay,
but it will
not
be-
all the game.
But not all of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that will be kind of like phase two, and then we move into phase three, where we will be working more with different layer two solutions
All right.
to put games, interactions, and save states
All right.
entirely on chain.
If there is some commitments from layer 2 solutions where there is a hard competition between layer 2 on Bitcoin.
Absolutely.
So what kind of Bitcoin layer 2 you are looking positively and like you think will play off in the future?
Yeah, I think it's definitely very interesting to watch as someone who's like in the center of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Watching them all kind of like go from zero to crazy amount of TVLs,
Yeah.
and there's very heated competition right now. I would say as a project we work alongside a lot of the layer twos,
Oh, yeah.
and they each have their advantages and disadvantages. So it depends on, for us, it depends on how big of a community they're bringing over,
that's
how
amazing,
big of a
yeah.
liquidity they're bringing over.
Definitely, yeah.
So we are trying different things with different layer twos, and I think ultimately it's going to come down to which layer two is going to be the best suited for gaming.
I see you avoid the like kind of straight question about name me layer 2 which gonna play off in the future. Name me 3 or 5, okay? All right.
We have good working relationships with a lot of them.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
We are going to be bridging our gaming token over to Bob,
Okay.
starting with their phase 2 of the Bob Fusion campaign. That's
Okay.
happening I think in a week.
Okay.
We'll be doing that. So that's a bit of an alpha there. And then we also have working relationship with Merlin Chain. We have launched a BRC 420 assets there called the Ors Games Arcade.
Yeah.
We also have a relationship with potential layer 2s coming out from other entities that we are currently collabing with and have strong partnerships with. So you should look out for that.
I'm
as well.
glad to hear Merlin Chain is pretty hot for
Absolutely,
BRC training.
yes.
Yeah, it's really nice. So hopefully it will gonna play off in the future, and for you as a gaming kind of this device thing. So basically, what is the price of device? Can you tell
So
us?
yes, we just sold out our Genesis collection today as the event
Really?
is going on. Yes.
Do you have one piece for me?
well, we'll talk after.
all right.
But there are 1,000 pieces limited edition. You get the physical gaming device as well as a on-chain ordinal. That's a 3D model of this physical device.
Okay.
To get that in a bundle, you pay. We have 3 tiers of pricing for community:
right.
0.0069 Bitcoin, all the way up to public sale 0.01 BTC.
4001 BTC. I was like, okay, so it's like $6,000 per
No, like 600.
600. Oh, 001, $600.
0.01 BTC.
Yeah.
or 600.
Okay.
Yes.
600 BTC is not so it's actually cheap for kind of
It
this
is.
game.
Yeah,
But you
it's-
should tell us this is not just a play like a PlayStation. It should be some investment tool, right?
Well, I think there are 2 value attributes to this, right? Number one is if you are a retro gamer, if you think of yourself as someone who appreciates nostalgia, you come from this generation of gaming, this is a collectible that you appreciate.
Kind of me.
Exactly. And also like if you're someone who's in the market to who likes to play games and earn some rewards, this is something that, well, likely if you commit early, you will be making a lot of those value back in return by holding one of these devices.
Okay, so basically I'll get some probably airdrops or something like this.
Possibly.
Possibly. So the point is, if I'm buying kind of this gamepad, you call it Bitboy, right?
Bitboy.
Right.
The name is stemmed from Bitcoin Gameboy.
Gameboy. Okay, Bitboy. Okay. If I'm getting a Bitboy, I probably should get some rewards and probably can get my investment back in upcoming time. Let's say like this.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how it's gonna play. And I wish. I'm sorry, we're recording a video here, but it's okay. It's okay. So anyway, we're recording a video in live right now, so something happened. This is live, and okay, I really happy to talk to Z3th about his Bitboy, and we wish them a great future.
Thank you very
We
much.
have been watching the Beat Trend, and this is Dmitry. Let's catch up later.